Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are entering the final week of Season 3 here in Warzone, and I guess also Vanguard as well. And with that, we've got some very interesting updates coming up. This week technically includes not one, but two different playlist updates. It also should have several different reveals for Season 4 and also the final few days of Season 3 as well, because we got quite a few things going on. As we break it all down, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it, would be seriously appreciated. And if you're new here or if you have not already subscribed, I got you covered every day with all things going on in COD, whether it's news, updates, loadouts, tips, you're gonna find it all right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And also, quick reminder, today is the final day for the month that my G Fuel discount code WHosImmortal is gonna get you 30% off your entire order. So if you wanna grab anything at all from the G Fuel site, now is a fantastic time to do so, thanks to that increased discount. So like I said, this week is very peculiar because usually when we're doing the weekly preview videos, it's breaking down a playlist update, talking about the changes that are there, anything else that Raven's revealed. But this week we have our standard usual playlist update happening on June 16th, but then just 4 days later on June 20th, we're gonna have another playlist update that's going to wrap up Season 3 in some sort of secretive way, you could say. But first up, when it comes to the standard playlist update for this week, like I said, this is dropping on Thursday, June 16th. Because this is the final week of the season, I'm not expecting any major download with this one. This should just be a routine update. You log on, you get update requires restart, you boot the game up again, and then you're good to go. I'd be very surprised if we had a title update because, next week after the 22nd, probably the 22nd or 23rd, we're going to see that major Warzone update for Season 4. But on June 16th, starting first on Caldera, we just have one option for gameplay this week. It's standard battle royale. For that, we're going to see regular solos, duos, trios, and quads. Champion of Caldera is going to be gone starting on Thursday. Yet again, we'll be back to just standard solo gameplay there. So if you're trying to, take advantage of that mode, definitely be sure to do so over the next few days. And then jumping over to Rebirth, man, we got a lot going on here this week. So we do have standard resurgence per usual. For that, we got solos, duos, trios, and quads. So nothing too out of the ordinary going on there. We also have the return of payload on Rebirth, but it's just solos, which is kind of strange, I'm not gonna lie. And then we also have Plunder returning to Rebirth in the form of blood money quads as well. Obviously, Plunder on Rebirth is very fast-paced, very hectic compared to Caldera Plunder, where things are a bit more spread out and sometimes can be kind of slow. Great for trying to test out certain builds, get some camo challenges done, level up some weapons, all sorts of stuff like that. But that is only playlist update number 1. That'll be live from June 16th to June 20th. And then on June 20th, things get a little bit interesting. On Caldera, we end up seeing the same Battle Royale stuff as initially. Battle Royale, solos, duos, trios, and quads. We also see Plunder switch back to Caldera for standard Plunder quads, not blood money. And we also have Caldera Resurgence for 2 days from the 20th to the 22nd. Solos, duos, trios, and quads going on for that. But then on Rebirth Island, we have something going on, but it's currently redacted and scribbled out, so we can't exactly tell what it is. Now, the only info we have on this new Rebirth event is what was given to us at the very start of Season 3 Reloaded that breaks down what exactly is going on with the story. It goes something along the lines of unredacted agents, redacted names, informed us of hostile forces hacking into radar towers to perform operation scans. Information on these scans has now been declassified after we confirmed leaks to civilian media. Although there's no physical threats detected at Rebirth at the time, we are led to believe that mercenary forces currently stationed at Redacted may be contacted shortly to attack our alliance on Rebirth. So this is teasing some kind of attack on Rebirth Island as a sort of, I guess, mini event. But like I said, this information stems from the Season 3 Reloaded update a few weeks back, and we haven't heard anything about this since then. I imagine we're gonna have some kind of teaser, some kind of preview as to what's happening here, go live later on this week, maybe with the playlist update on Thursday, honestly, because it'd be very weird to have like this new sort of community event that's clearly redacted and not preview it at all or hype it up at all, you know what I'm saying? So I would expect something to surface, whether it's a blog post, maybe a couple of cryptic tweets from Raven, something along those lines, informing us of what sort of to expect come the 20th, when something big is happening on Rebirth that's going to lead into Season 4. Now, shifting back to some of the more, regularly scheduled weekly preview content, we of course got to check out the Trello board here. Honestly, not too much has changed since last week. We did see that slight update go live, I believe, back on the 8th, I want to say, that ended up fixing the whole Champion of Caldera stats not counting, so that was removed off the Trello board. Outside of that, though, we still have several issues that have been here for a few days now at the least. For Caldera specifically, Champion of Caldera still is limited to 120 players instead of 150, just to maintain server stability all around. Apparently with 150 players, because everyone would spawn in with their loadouts at the exact same time, it was causing disconnects and crashes and all sorts of lags. So that's why they are saying that it's down to 120 now. I will say, ever since we saw the reduction to 120 happen with Season 3 Reloaded, I do feel like the lobbies have been a little bit slower. I don't think we need to have it necessarily that low. Even with all the redeploy mechanics with the tokens and the gulag tokens and whatnot, I feel like, 130, 135 might be more of a sweet spot if we can't do 150. Just my 2 cents for Raven there. But then also for global issues, stopping power hitching was said to have been fixed, but it is still on the Trello board. So I'm not 100% certain if that was fixed fully for everyone or just sort of in an incremental way like what we've had with other fixes previously. And then one fix I expect to basically just be held off till Season 4 is the Gulag footstep audio, where you can just hear the spectators stomping around louder than the person you're trying to fight in the Gulag, so it's kind of distracting there. That's still on the Trello as of right now too. Now, as I mentioned when we were talking about Rebirth, in the coming days, I would expect to see some teasers for potentially what's going on there, but also with Season 4 dropping likely on the 22nd, I would imagine, since that's a Wednesday and that's usually when the new seasons go live in Warzone, we should be getting some Season 4 teasers here really any day now. It might start earlier on this week, today or tomorrow. And guess what? It's begun today. Well, I guess technically yesterday, because Call of Duty tweeted out talking about the, golden eye to see what's going on here, the whole Fortunes Keep teaser. That's apparently the name for the new map. And today we got a slight preview as to what this map has in store. Apparently there's 12 total puzzle pieces of what this map's TAC map is going to look like. And today we got piece number 1 out of 12, where we can see like a little intersection area, some buildings laid out. We get some text for some POIs, but we don't actually see the full text. So we see the end of one word, the start of another word with a W. Outside of that, it's like just buildings. Like I said, there's a big circular area. I'm not sure if that's like a tower of some sort, but I mean, it looks kind of vibrant. Honestly, gives me more like Verdansk and Caldera mashup vibes than anything else. Like, we got some rocks there, but we also have several buildings that looks a little bit established. Kind of curious based off of this image. Like, I don't really know what I was expecting for this new map, but I'm liking the way that this looks from a small TAC map portion. Of course, though, we still have a lot to go. All right, so as I was editing this, JGod tweeted that he got sent a cake, and on said cake, there's a new piece of the map. So I'd imagine that throughout the remainder of today, maybe tomorrow, later on into the week, we're going to continue to see various other pieces of the map surface. Once we have like the full map laid out, we'll be talking about it in a separate video. We'll be talking about it like all the Season 4 confirmations and whatnot. So we'll see what stems from this. But yes, they are actually going to be physical puzzle pieces that we're going to have to line up over, I would imagine, the next few days, honestly. And then lastly, just real quick, I want to talk briefly on MW2 shared progression. We've talked a lot about what'll be working in MW2 and Warzone 2 once that game drops in terms of what we have on our accounts. Now, we know for sure with Warzone 2, there's going to be the full content reset. So none of the blueprints, none of the weapons, none of the operators and operator skins from Cold War and Vanguard and MW 2019 are going to transfer over into Warzone 2. It's going to be like it's an entirely new game based off the content that comes with MW2 at launch. That said, a lot of players have been asking, well, what about my COD points? What about stats? Stuff like that. Real quick, as far as stats go, we have no idea if there will be a stat reset for Warzone 2. I would assume so because, again, it's going to be an entirely new game, but we're going to have to wait and see on that. As far as COD points go, unless they drastically change things up from what's worked previously, so long as you were on the same platform then as you are now, you should see your COD points transfer over. So if you're on PlayStation and you plan on playing Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2 on PlayStation, your COD points should remain there. If you're on Xbox, same deal. The tricky part here is with the addition of Steam now, Battle.net's been the main source for COD on PC for the past few years, and we don't know if COD points are going to transfer from your Battle.net account to your Steam account. You can link the two right now, but they haven't said whether or not that'll be a place that transfers because it's the same platform, quote unquote, but obviously different launchers. So we're still awaiting clarification there, but same rules as before, same platform. COD point totals do transfer over, or they should transfer over. So yeah, with all that being said, that's effectively everything we know about the upcoming week here in COD. And that's going to wrap things up for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, or if you have not already subscribed, every single day I got you covered with all things going on in the world of Call of Duty. So feel free to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications. That way you can always stay up to date. And as always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products. And the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.